If you assume any sort of rationality, you are being inconsistent with any belief in materialism. This video will argue against the consistency of believing materialism. I am not arguing against materialism itself here. I am arguing that believing in materialism is self-refuting. If materialism is true, that means all my thoughts are happening at random. This video is essential to understanding the argument. All my thoughts are simply processes of chemical interactions going on inside my head. But that also means that I have no control over whether they are true or not. They may or may not be, but my thoughts are happening at random. I have no way to analyze them for truth. For any analysis I undertake is itself a process I exert no control over. My analysis itself would spring from the unguided interactions of chemicals in my mind, or my brain. Let's couple that with the fact of evolution from a materialistic viewpoint. Natural selection is a process committed to survival. The faculties natural selection gives a creature are designed to help the creature survive. Thus, my mental faculties are shaped in such a way to promote survival, not truth. Natural selection isn't concerned with giving me beliefs that are true, only beliefs that help me survive. Someone will object, true beliefs are the beliefs that help you survive best. But is that true? In fact, it's long been argued that mild paranoia is actually beneficial for survival. On battlefields like Vietnam or in World War II, it's not hard to imagine that paranoia helped many civil soldiers survive in the battlefields. It's not hard to imagine that paranoia helped our distant evolutionary ancestors escape death at the hands of crafty predators. We can see how paranoia helps other species survive. Have you ever tried going near a robin? You may not intend to kill it, but its paranoia causes it to be suspect of most things that try to go near it. Its paranoia deludes the robin into thinking that humans like me are predators to them. The robin isn't aware that it's under a paranoid delusion when dealing with well-meaning people. But then, how do we know all our beliefs aren't at least mildly paranoid delusions? Given the reasoning mentioned earlier, it seems plausible that they are. Suppose someone still objects. Well, that's possible, but it's also possible that my beliefs are true. Okay, that's true, but that's highly improbable. Think about the long evolutionary history of the human being. Are we really to think that there was no period in history where paranoia helped us escape predators, natural disasters, etc.? At best, the materialist has no reason to think that his or her cognitive faculties are reliable in giving them true beliefs, since those faculties were shaped to help them survive, not give them true beliefs. Worse than that, it seems that our beliefs are actually mildly paranoid if materialism is true. Add on to that, all our beliefs are also uncontrolled. All of them are the result of interactions going on inside my head that I have no control over, since my self-conscious self, my I, as it were, emerges as a process from my brain. C.S. Lewis has this to say about atheism. And a disclaimer, he is assuming that atheism is identical to materialism. Supposing there was no intelligence behind the universe, no creative mind. In that case, nobody designed my brain for the purpose of thinking. It is merely that when atoms inside my skull happen, for physical or chemical reasons, to arrange themselves in a certain way, this gives me, as a byproduct, the sensation I call thought. But if so, how can I trust my own thinking to be true? It's like upsetting a milk jug and hoping that the way it splashes itself will give you a map of London. But if I can't trust my own thinking, of course I can't trust the arguments leading to atheism, i.e. materialism, and therefore have no reason to be an atheist, i.e. a materialist, or anything else. Unless I believe in God, I cannot believe in thought. So I never use thought to disbelieve in God. So if materialism is true, all our beliefs are random, and all of them are shaped to help us survive, which doesn't necessarily entail that they are true. In fact, it seems that all my beliefs are random and likely to be at least mildly paranoid. If that's the case, then my belief in materialism is also a random, paranoid belief. So in what sense can I trust it as true? Thus, if I assume that my reasons in any argument are valid, I'm assuming that materialism is false. I'm making the assumption that my reasoning isn't just random and or paranoid. But if materialism is true, all my beliefs are certainly random, and it's likely that they are paranoid. But that would mean that my belief in materialism is also random and paranoid. Now, this doesn't prove that materialism is false. It just means that if materialism is true, then our beliefs are random productions aimed at helping us to survive, and are likely to be paranoid. But that means I can't know that any of my mental processes, such as reason and belief, are reliable. All my beliefs are likely to be random paranoid delusions. My ability to reason is likely to be totally ineffective in giving me truth. It's just designed to help me survive. But if I can't trust my beliefs to be true, then how can I trust my belief in materialism to be true? And thus, belief in materialism refutes itself. It's self-refuting to believe your cognitive faculties are unreliable and your beliefs are paranoid, random, and not designed to give you truth, and simultaneously trust your own belief in materialism to be true.
That doesn't make sense.